Hello guys, NautoAce here, and this is going to be a follow-up on my thoughts on the Game Awards show, particularly Bayonetta 3 being announced to be a Nintendo exclusive. Alright, so a little tricky here is, if you remember, I think in 2012 in a Nintendo presentation, they basically were presenting the Wii U, and one of the surprise there was Bayonetta 2 will be a Wii U exclusive. So of course, if you know the reaction, instead of yes, another Bayonetta game, it's oh crud, Bayonetta 2 on the Nintendo platform? That doesn't make sense. Cry, whine, ambulance. You gotta get it. So that was in 2012. Maximilian, aka Mouse923, did a video about it. A lot of people did, gave their thoughts about it, and I'm gonna explain why that happened. You might not agree with it, some might, but you know, it happened already. So of course, like I said, Bayonetta 3 development exclusively for the Switch. Okay, the Switch is way different than the Wii U. If you know the history, the Wii U didn't really perform well, even though it had good games. The Switch is the opposite. It has games, and it marketed good. The Wii U did not. That's a different story. I'm probably going to do a different video about that. Alright, so I want to give my history about Bayonetta 2. So, basically, what people don't know, yeah, if you're a Bayonetta fan, you love the game. So for people like the general gamer, played Bayonetta, it is the same people who used to do Devil May Cry 1 to maybe 3. They also did Beautiful Joe, in my understanding. They decided to do their own studio. They use it for Capcom, so you can get that's. Yeah, it's way in the back. Probably one of the Wikipedia on that one. But Platinum Games are basically used to be former Clover Studio, the developer for Devil May Cry. They did own studio. So I played Bayonetta 2. I played it on the Xbox 360. Yes, even though I'm a Sony fan, I bought the 360 version because it was much better than the PS3. It's not really that bad as most people say. It does run in 60 frame. I seen it. But the bottom line is, if you want a good experience and you have multi-platform, you got a PS3 or 360, then you go with the 360 version. Just saying there. So with that said, the game feels like you're playing the other version of Devil May Cry. So you would think, wow, it's good, it's awesome, it's fun. Sadly, people don't know that Bayonetta 1 didn't really sell well. That's a shocker. It didn't sell well. The game is great, but it didn't sell well. What happened? Maybe it was a new IP, people don't know about it, people who are not in tune to Platinum Game or former Capcom Devil May Cry developer, you know, they probably didn't know about the game, and that's why people didn't buy it, etc, etc. So you have poor sale. I mean, you know, heck, man, I've been going to during the release of Bayonetta 1, like a year later, went to my local retail store. They were in clearance to $9. Up to $9 they were clearance. So you kind of see there what's the problem there. So didn't really sell well. Sucky. And remember, Sega's the one that published the game. So then 2012, the Wii U presentation, Reggie announced Bayonetta 2 will be a Wii U exclusive. You say, how's that even happening? That's BS. Well, what happened is what happened to Street Fighter 5. What happened to Dead Rising 3. In other words, it was a hardware company, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, are the one that's funding the game. Yeah, so if you didn't really know, believe it or not, Sega couldn't really support Bayonetta. They own the IP, because, you know, why not? But they owned it. Probably, you know, if you probably give it to someone, it probably it's a missed opportunity, whatever the reason is. But the bottom line is Sega owns the IP for Bayonetta. However, Platinum Game wanted to do a sequel. Sega said, well, we can't find your game, we don't have the money or whatever. And that's actually the truth. They didn't have the funds. So the suggestion that Sega told Platinum Games is to find another publisher that's willing to publish Bayonetta 2. Sorry, I'm watching the Capcom Pro Cup qualifier. Infiltration just won. Okay, so moving on. Like I said, that's what Sega said. Because Sega can't fund the game. They probably don't have a lot of money. You know, there's a reason why they bought quote-unquote Index or Atlas per se. I don't agree with that, but it's a different story. So, like I said, they didn't want to fund the game. So they suggest to find someone else. Platinum Game did go to from what I heard, most publishers willing to do it. They proposed, we have Bayonetta 2, are you willing to publish? And most of them said, no. Heck, they even went to Sony and Microsoft. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. I heard they went to Sony and Microsoft and proposed the same thing. Hey, look, we have this game, Bayonetta 2. I know the first one didn't sell, but the game is good. A lot of fans liked it. Again, what happened was, Sony said no. Microsoft said no, because they probably saw the sales from Bayonetta 1 and they didn't believe in the game. So, what happened? Then they have the only one last choice, and that's Nintendo. The last final choice was Nintendo. Yes, I know. Like, hey, wait. So you're telling the Nintendo they have no choice? They go to Nintendo to the bottom of the barrel? Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry, but at the time, you know, Nintendo was in third place when Sony came in. You know, especially with the Wii U. If you know the history of the Wii U. So it's basically scratch my back, scratch your back. Nintendo was willing to fund the game. So, and in exchange, at least the Wii U have a game, an exclusive game, Bayonetta 2. So if you want to play Bayonetta 2, play it on the Wii U. Or granted on the Switch, but still, it's a Nintendo exclusive. You could say, well, why not put it on the computer? What, PC? Okay. It's not Steam. You gotta understand, it's not Steam, so Steam is a different company. Sony has their own thing called PlayStation. Now, I don't think Nintendo will ever basically going to put their Nintendo games on PC ever. That's gonna be weird. So there you go, no PC. Again, it had a game, so this Nintendo scratched Platinum's back and vice versa. We'll find the game, make it good, and help us build the Wii U category, the games. There you go. So that's the reason why Bayonetta 2 is a Wii U exclusive. And again, people have said, well, that's bullcrap, man. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, you just have to understand the other side of the story for this. And that is, if we watch it for Nintendo, there wouldn't be Bayonetta 2. It'll just be up in the air. Sega's not going to fund it. A lot of publishers, they want to fund it. Sony and Microsoft, they want to fund it. I'm just surprised as of 2017 that either Microsoft or Sony, they didn't fund the game. I'm surprised. They went back to Nintendo, so... But again, does it make sense to some extent? Yeah, because you gotta keep in mind that the Switch is potential this time to be your primary console. The Wii U, sad to say, cannot. And that's games. Different story there, but the bottom line is Bayonetta 3 is on Switch exclusively. So the question is it because there's a time exclusive? Maybe Sega had to have enough money, but Nintendo said, hey, guess what? We'll give you a certain amount of money, have a time exclusive on the Switch. Or two, they kind of did with Bayonetta 2. Hey, look, guess what? Once again, Nintendo is funding the game. There you go. So when a hardware company funded your game, you really can't do squat about it. Okay? It sucks. Street Fighter V. Capcom, Street Fighter V, not Capcom, but Sony is funding that game. Ever wonder why a lot of the tournament they use PS4? Because Capcom, or not Capcom, what is it Capcom? Sony is funding the game. As of right now, I think they're still funding the game, so I'm surprised. And why Steam? Well, again, it's still third party. I mean, why not, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony and Steam actually decided to work together. Like they kind of did with Half-Life 2, from what I heard. There was at one point, and then they stopped doing it, was that you can't, well, you don't really connect, you don't link the account, but in Halo 2, or Half-Life 2, there's a code there to put in, like counting that PS3 box, and a code to put it on the Steam to log in your account. So not only are you getting trophies, you get achievement. It was a long time ago. It's weird. But the bottom line, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if in the long run maybe Sony and Steam partner up. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. But the bottom line is, as of right now, Bayonetta 3 could be a Nintendo exclusive forever if they're funding the game. If it's basically a time exclusive, they paid him to give Sega more money. Okay, maybe. Again, do I agree with it? Well, partially no. I mean, I would prefer it to the PS4 because I want to build my PlayStation trophy, I know. But, you know, I also have a Switch, so why not? Hey, I mean, I played Bayonetta 2 in the Wii U. It's not that bad. But I mean, it's sort of cheap now. But again, you know, they're bringing Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Switch, so there you go. And remember, the Switch now can be your primary console, unlike the Wii U. So there you go. Alright, so another story basically. This is bullshit. Excuse the language. BS, let's just say that. I have a PS2. Now I have to hawk up another $300 because I think that's how much it is. $300 for the Switch? Really? I'm sorry to say, 2017 is a lot of consumer, a lot of gamers. Don't just have one console anymore. People have multiple consoles. I have multiple consoles. I have a PS4. I have a Switch. I have an Xbox One. I was even surprised I was able to but I was just decided to get one early. I was going to wait until Super Mario Odyssey, but well, you know, like I said, I had some certificate from Best Buy. I just decided to get the Switch. Again, it's not bad, but I also have a PS4 and an Xbox One. And I still play games on the PS3, 360, and even my Wii U, so yeah, I mean, what else can I say? So, I mean, if you're a consumer only have one console, then I can understand, but again, you also have to understand the other side of the story. If the hardware company basically funds the game, then you're stuck with it. Dead Rising 3 is an example, Street Fighter 5, and Bayonetta. I mean, that's all I can say. Well, you know what? Like I said, it is what it is. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Bayonetta 3. Basically, more in depth of the history of Bayonetta 2, 3, Nintendo exclusive. Will it ever be a Nintendo exclusive forever? That's a possibility. More possibility than maybe a time exclusive. Again, if you want to basically show that you want another console, write a letter to Platinum, Twitter, Facebook, write a letter to Sony, write a letter to Microsoft, vote with your wallet, and just don't support it. Say, well, I prefer Bayonetta 3 on the PS4, so therefore I'm not going to buy it on Switch. I'm going to hold it with that money. I'd rather buy, let's see, Dragon Ball Fighters for the PS4. There you go. I mean, yeah, vote for your wallet. Maybe Platinum will listen. Maybe not. I mean, it is a possibility. Like I said, in the past, Beautiful Joe, Killer 7, and some other games, or Resident Evil 4, Capcom listened and they ported it to the PS4. Just saying that. So yeah, that's my thoughts about it. With that, thanks for listening. Alright, this is going to be sort of a follow-up. An interesting one, not really related to the video, but it is kind of interesting. And it's basically about Hideki Kamiya. So if you don't know who that guy is, he's the director of the Bayonetta game 1, 2, and of course the one coming in the future for the Switch exclusively, Bayonetta 3. So why am I also going to talk about this guy? Okay, well, funny thing is, I was watching the internet. Go Nintendo basically broke the story for this one, so props to them. Is a fan of Bayonetta basically asked Hideki Kamiya, "Hey, can we have Bayonetta for the PS4?" Okay. So remember in my previous video, I said the history of why Bayonetta is only a Nintendo exclusive. Again, the gist of it is Nintendo funded the game. So it was no different what Hideki Kamiya basically responded. He just said, "Okay, yeah, if Big N does it, sure. While you're at it, why don't you ask him about The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Get Lost?" Okay. So, okay, first I want to talk about my thoughts a bit about Hideki Kamiya. The guy's a douchebag, I'm sorry to say. He's good what he does. He was also in charge of Dragon Scale or Scalebound. It was supposed to be a Platinum game exclusive to the Xbox, but then he canceled it. Surprisingly, he was humble there, so that's actually surprising to me. He was actually apologetic, saying that, "Whoops, we're sorry, we're not going to do this ever again." But yeah, so surprise there. But most of the time, the guy is a douchebag. I don't know what to say. The guy's a douchebag. Sometimes his responses are, as Cassidy for Good Nintendo said, it's colorful, aka douchebaggery. When people compliment him on higher Arniki or Arniki Rain or whatever that game, I have it. I got it for $10. It's like an all-star platinum characters in one game. Minus Bayonetta, she's a DLC, but not really a fun game. But it's basically a lot of the characters from multiple platinum game into this one game, published by Sega. People compliment him about the game, and of course he didn't do anything about it. Basically give them the middle finger and block people. That's what he's known for. When you sort of call him out or you basically go aggressive on him, yeah, no really surprise, he'll basically either call you out, be a douchebag, and either block you. That's what it's known for in Twitter, so I don't follow the guy. However, yes, I mean, his response to the fan was sort of douchebaggery, but I kinda hate to say it, he does got a point there. As what Cassidy said, as what I said in my previous part in this video. If it wasn't for Nintendo, there wouldn't be Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3. Yes, if you don't want to buy a Nintendo console for Bayonetta, that's your call. Nobody's forcing you. I know it kind of sucked, but again, if it wasn't for Nintendo, there wouldn't be 2 and of course the upcoming 3. So yeah, are Bayonetta 2 and 3 going to be on the other platform? No, because the thing is that Bayonetta 2 and 3 is going to be funded, was funded and is going to be funded prospectively for Nintendo. Nintendo's putting the money in. Bayonetta 1, yes, it can be in the PS4 and Xbox One, even Pro Enhanced, but how many times are you going to play that game? Because that one's actually by Sega, and Nintendo doesn't have any exclusivity for that one. But 2 and 3, yes. Unless Nintendo said, we're selling the assets so other company can do it, or, and again, maybe, once again, the other publishers don't really care about Bayonetta, so it is what it is. So what can you say about it? So yeah, it's funny. Again, like I said, Hideki, yeah, he's a douchebag, but in this particular situation, yeah, he kind of have a point. Like, he has a point there. I mean, this is like asking Ono, "Hey Ono, can you put Street Fighter 5 on the Switch?" Not gonna happen anytime soon, because Sony funded Street Fighter 5. There's a reason why it's exclusive to the PlayStation. Sony funded the game. That's what it is. Then you might say, how come it's not Sony published? Because the deal basically is, be exclusive to our console, you have full control, full publish, we're just giving you money. That's really it. That's all they do. Unlike Nintendo, they are publishing the game. Maybe that's a good thing about it, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, unless Sony said, "Oh, we're done supporting the game. We're done supporting the game, and you're on your own." Then maybe Nintendo, then maybe they can finally put it on the Switch. But as of right now, from what I heard, not Nintendo, but Sony still has the funds to improve Street Fighter 5. It is what it is. You can't do anything about it. So yeah, I mean, a little bit tidbit that I just want to give out about Hideki here. The reaction to Bayonetta on the PS4. I mean, one, maybe it's a possibility, but again, like I said, how many times you're gonna play that game? 2 and 3. I mean, you just have to get a Switch. That's all I can say. It sucks, but if you're really that passionate about Bayonetta, you gotta get it for the Switch. That's all I can say. So once again, with that, thanks for listening.